Right guys, some of you that remember me doing the restoration video on this particular tractor back in 2016, we're now in 2022, and this is the condition she's in, exactly the same as the condition when she was restored. Yes, she's kept in a garage, yes she's in a heated garage, so during the winter it's nice and warm. It does really help, it helps with a lot of vehicles. As you can see, there's the back end. She's a very old style back end, especially with the support brackets, all original. I don't know if you've seen my video on them, but she's all original. So that's the back end of her there. Lovely old girl she is, absolutely lovely, totally original. She does need a bit of a clean. As you can see, there's bits of dirt on the fan, but obviously I'll get around to cleaning that. I've just literally dragged her out. I've taken her for a quick run as well. She's been around the field today. She's got a little bit dusty, but there we are. But it's okay. It's a tractor. It can get dirty a little bit. I don't know if you remember me doing a restoration on this. There it is, all there. Absolutely lovely. The exhaust, whatever paint I've used on it, it doesn't seem to sort of burn off. It's pretty good. It makes it look like I don't use the tractor. I do use it. I do use her. I take her out on tractor runs and I'll take her out on the road. So, you know, I just don't get it. It just doesn't seem to, yeah, she's a lovely old girl. Does need a good clean, but she is pretty clean. But yeah, could do with a little bit of a polish. There we are. I'll just put the lights out. Try and keep her as clean as possible, but it does help. She's very reliable little tractor. Starts on the button, literally leave it for 6-7 months and she'll just fire up. But it, you know, like I say, it does help. She's kept in a warm, heated garage. She's more or less totally original, totally original. Nearly all of the nuts and bolts are, except obviously the wheel nuts, which I've changed, and obviously that I had to buy a new one of them. That was the only, just that literally that bolt. I didn't buy a new one. I think I had it hanging up in the garage. I got a couple of them, so it's just a few little bits and pieces here and there that were replaced. But most of the nuts on this were all original, cleaned up and put back on. She's a lovely girl. They're new, because the ones I had were completely shot, but that bit there is original. That is an original part. So I try to keep it as original as possible. Just obviously renewing bits and pieces. All the grease nipple is all new on it, and she's maintained quite regularly. Always check your oil on them. Good old girl she is. As you can see, she's got the old oil filter which sits down before they changed them and put them at an angle. That is another way of showing that she's a fairly old girl. But yeah, so there she is. She's still looking lovely. Lovely little shine on her. Good little girl. I'm really pleased with this. This is probably one of my favourite tractors, truthfully. It means a lot to me because obviously, you know, it came to my wedding, and it was like the first tractor I actually ever done. So it means a lot to me. It really does. There was you know, so much excitement. The day she turned up, everyone sort of like was looking, thinking, what a heap of junk this is. And yes, it probably was a heap of junk, but I see something in it. And you know, my video sort of shows lots of people out there that it doesn't matter what condition something turns up in, you can always do it. You just got to put your mind to it, a bit of time, and just get on with it, and you can achieve something looking as pretty as that. Look at that. She is lovely. She is absolutely lovely. But yeah, there we are, guys. Nice and easy. See, starts up on the button. I always use the handle on her. Ticks over lovely, doesn't she? I love the little sound from the exhaust pipe. Sounds like a really old yank, like an old yank vehicle, you know, from the back end. That sounds like a really like older American sort of car, you know. Great little thing, she is lovely. And this is where I keep this one. This is in my little precious sort of garage, sort of man cave. I keep a few of my very close special toys in here. So yeah, it goes right around the corner as well. So, but this is where she's kept. This is a central heated garage. It's all nicely heated up, nice and warm. And some of my other tractors I keep in the bigger barn, which is at the back, which is a more newer barn. But yeah, so this is a little cocoon where she stays. Put a nice cover over her and that's it. But hopefully she'll be out at some shows very soon.